What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the very first edition of Clint's Top Props. On this show, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through my favorite props for UFC London. Someone suggested I do a prop show. I'm giving the people what they ask for. Do me a favor, hit the like button if you haven't already, get subscribed to the channel, and jump in the comment section, you guys. I'm going to need some feedback on this one. My idea is that I'm going to give you my top 3 to 5 props that I like on a card. Not the crazy stuff, not the tinfoil hat stuff. We're looking for winners. Now, I will obviously, you guys know me, I can't help myself. I'm going to be looking for some long odds when I can, but the idea is to actually find methods of victory that we think are coming true so you guys can make some money betting on those props. So let's jump into it. My first selection for UFC London is going to be Loner Kavanagh by decision. It's minus 125. This fight scares the crap out of me. You've got a young Brazilian monster taking on Loner Kavanagh here, and he's shown incredible durability. The Manel Kopp fight, he was chin-checked by one of the absolute elites in this division, and because of that, I don't think Loner Kavanagh is going to be the guy who's got more power that's able to put him away. Now, the way these two guys fight, it's going to be a car crash. You're going to feel like somebody should have been finished in this fight, but I think it's going to drag its way all 15 minutes because they're just too tough for their own good. Now, it's going to be very close. Loner Kavanagh is a minus 300 favorite here, and I do not trust him at that price tag, but I am picking him to win. That's how we get to the Loner Kavanagh by decision prop here. It's minus 125. I think that's the way to go. I believe that's the way this fight will actually end. So if I'm going to take a prop bet on it, I like it, and it's a reasonable price tag. Don't forget, you guys, do me a favor. Please click the link in the description below to go check out Bet Openly. If you want to do prop parlays for MMA, you can actually do that on their site with the Instant Book DFS feature. And again, any clicks help me. Do me a favor and just hit the link in the description below. Also, I do giveaways and things like that, so get signed up if you haven't yet. The second prop I'm going to bring to your guys' attention is going to be Christian Leroy Duncan by knockout. Now, the only place that's got props up that I can look at is Bet Online right now. So it's offshore. We're going to get different numbers when it comes over here stateside. Usually the prop numbers are a little bit better. Right now, CLD by KO is minus 160. So I'm assuming that's probably going to be in the minus 150 ballpark. They're not going to give you a ton on this because it's the most likely outcome, but you'll get a little bit. I think he knocks this dude out. I really do. The UFC want to get behind this brand. They want to get behind this market. They're pushing a lot of fighters from this region, and CLD is a guy who's very fun, who's very exciting, and they can do a lot of work with him, but he's got to be able to get those wins. They rushed him a little too much in his last fight. They got him a little too high in the rankings, a little too early. I think we're going to see a good performance from him here, and he's basically fighting a walking punching bag. There is risk here of the club and sub, but Christian Leroy Duncan is a guy who more often than not likes to use his hands. He wants the flashy knockout. He wants the flying knee. He wants the spinning heel kick. So because he's going to be targeting those type of attacks, I think we give him credit for that, and we go ahead and just agree with the fact that he's going to be able to piece this guy up on the feet, and he's going to get that knockout eventually. Minus 160, it's too much juice. I don't like doing that, but the low-hanging fruit with these knockout props really has been coming through the last couple of weeks. We can't ignore it. Christian Leroy Duncan by knockout. Prop number 3. I actually think we're going to get a decent number of finishes on this card. We're going to get a little risky now. Kevin Holland by knockout, plus 240. Now, I've talked to you guys about Kevin Holland time and time again. If you're taking any type of a finish prop with Kevin Holland, you have to take him inside the distance because he is a BJJ black belt and he will look for submissions when he has the opportunity to. However, he prefers to work with his hands. He likes hurting people. He likes beating people up. He wants the flash. He wants to show off. He wants to pound his chest when he takes somebody out in that octagon. So he likes to strike, and when he's got the opportunity to finish with his fists, he does. In this spot against Gunnar Nelson, we have seen Gunnar Nelson knocked out on the feet before. Kevin Holland is going to have a massive size advantage here. He's in his correct weight class of 170 pounds, and let's not forget that Gunnar Nelson is getting up there in age. He is older and he is a grappler. He's not a very good wrestler. He's a BJJ player. So he is going to not have the type of takedown success, I believe, against Kevin Holland that we've seen some of these monster 185 pounders have. He's not going to be able to physically overpower and overwhelm Kevin Holland like some of these 185 monsters. And because of that, I think this fight's going to take place on the feet. I think Kevin Holland's going to get a KO. Our last prop that I'm going to give you guys for this first edition of the show, this is where we get a little bit crazy. We're ending with a good one. Leon Edwards by knockout. It is plus 600 right now on DraftKings. I cannot ignore that number. You guys know I cannot stand Leon Edwards. I am not a fan of the guy. I don't want to root for him. I don't want to cheer for him. But they have made him an underdog in his own backyard. He wants desperately to get on the microphone and call out for the rematch against Belal. And they've basically given him Belal light in this spot. Now, that 5th round of the fight with Belal should tell you everything that you need to know. This guy's got the ability to counter grapple. This guy's got the ability to get on top of his opponent. And now he's talking about how he took Belal lightly. And if you guys recall, I actually pointed out that I believed that was true in the fight leading up to our bet on Belal. I said I really feel like Leon Edwards is looking past him in this moment. I think that really, unfortunately, Sean Brady is going to be the victim of Leon Edwards no longer looking past his opponent here. That's a mistake that he made once against a very good grappler. He's not going to make it twice, and especially with vengeance on his mind, I fully expect a locked and dialed in Leon Edwards. If Sean Brady is not able to get those takedowns, he's going to be stuck on the feet with this man, and there is a levels difference between these two. I fully expect Leon Edwards to be able to get that finish, and I think it's by KO. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes a little earlier than people are expecting too. Normally, I'd be sprinkling, rounds 3, 4, and 5. Sean Brady has success grappling early, that kind of thing. But what happens if Leon stuffs him early? This could be a round 2. This could be a round 2 knockout. I don't even think it has to get deep to be able to sprinkle like the 4 or 5 for crazy stupid numbers. Leon Edwards by knockout. I got 4 for you guys this week. Some of these other fights are a little sketchier. I like some of the chalky decision props. I am probably going to be looking for and sprinkling a Puja Tomar round 3, and that number should be crazy, but I don't have a number to quote for you on that right now. BetOnline is trash when it comes to the round props like that. The KO round 3 for Puja is like 22-1 or something like that on there, and it's a women's MMA fight where the knockout prop is like 8-1. You got to do better than that for a round 3 KO. I need a stupid number for Puja round 3 to sprinkle. So I'll give you guys just a little tidbit of a crazy one that I might be liking. So thank you very much for watching the show. Do me a favor, like I said, please hit the like button, please get subscribed. Let me know if this is a show you guys are enjoying or not. Maybe we keep doing it. If you guys hate it, we'll pull the plug. You let me know. We'll talk to you guys soon. Let's roll.